Well, the 47th President of the United States is Donald J. Trump, and Hollywood has reacted with their usual poise, dignity, and respect of the American people's will.
You serious?
It's the war on women, said Billie Eilish. Adam McKay, despite having terminal TDS, made some salient points. Who would have guessed lying about Biden's cognitive health for 2 years, refusing to do an open convention for a new nominee, never mentioning public health care and embracing fracking, the Cheneys, and a year-long slaughter of children in Gaza wouldn't be a winning strategy? Anyone with half a brain? But I thought liberals' whole thing is being smart. It's not. They actually just blindly cheer the parade of rickety optics wrapped up in a New York Times font. That is the modern-day Democrat Party.
Cocksucker!
Yvette Nicole Brown, of course, decided to do the typical thing of calling everyone who disagrees with her racist. Sherrod Brown losing in Ohio is a loss to Ohio and our nation. This is a disgrace at a level I can't even quantify. My home state of Ohio chose a criminal, and it looks like the nation is choosing a criminal. America KKK is showing out tonight. Just showing out.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Simone Biles, dear Mr. Biden, I need you to stand up straight. Straighten your back and make some things shake before your departure. XOXO, the women in America. I'm sorry, did you just call for an insurrection? Did you? After spending several hours coping and seething in radio silence on Twitter, Mark Hamill finally parted his maw like Jabba the Hutt and said, "They say we get to the leaders we deserve. Either that has been disproven or this is not the America we all thought we were living in." The access media and Hollywood celebrities are losing their shit, because despite all the endorsements and their slaving away to install Kamala into the Oval Orifice, it turns out that years of calling more than half the voting public every politically charged expletive in the book kinda erodes your social capital when it comes to how said public votes. And as I have just shown, they have continued to do so. Much has been made of this in alternative circles, of 2024 being the year that the woke dies, of the future being a rosy Springfield full of flowers and Skittles and MAGA hats. And while that sounds awesome, this rot, especially in Hollywood, has been at work for decades. It is an ideological plague that has rooted itself deep in the industry since the era when film noir was in vogue, and nearly every major game publisher and studio has some element of cultural Marxist infiltration within it. I am not saying this as a black pill dispensary. I am saying, ladies and gentlemen, that you should not be surprised when 4 years hence you are still seeing pinko propaganda in your Veggie movies and comics. This crap is entrenched into our entertainment like a tick into the armpit of America, and is going to take a very long time for their excising to come into full effect. And that is before we even get into why they have hung around so long as it is. DEI has been pushed into nearly every industry in America with the lubricant of ESG funding, and now we have the more insidious version of it, both in bridge and bridge funding, which is now worming its way slowly into many industries like a tapeworm. Yes, you may see some studios and companies attempting to turn around on this issue, but I would warn against announcing victory over DEI and ESG and general wokery prematurely. I am warning that in a decade, when you still see woke films, games, and comics, do not be disheartened. We are in this for the long haul, because our opposition has been for decades. That's all I've got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Tell me what you think down below. Please consider leaving a like on the video if you enjoyed it. And please consider subscribing, and until next time, this has been Pete, the Radical Nerd, signing off.
This is for you new people. I only have one rule. Everyone fights, no one quits. You don't do your job, I'll shoot you. You get me.